Hi all. Yeah, another video. Not a lot going on still. It's been cold today. We went one extreme to the other. It was hot yesterday and that's kind of cold today. So it's 63, about 63, between 62 and 63 or so outside, and about the same in a tent today. So got the jacket on. I'm trying to stay warm. I don't want to use any heat. I don't want to use the propane right now. Gasoline and propane's going up. So I was in I went down the road to the little general store down there, I think it was Tuesday or so. It was $5.02 a gallon for gasoline, so, and I didn't even look at the propane, but it's gone up about $2 per gallon in the last couple of weeks. So I'm sure the propane did too. So, so I'm just kind of conserving everything right now. So I've made up my mind. I'm going to go to Quartzite probably first part of November, I think. We'll have to wait and see. It's still pretty warm down there right now, that's for sure. So October it starts to cool down. When I was there last year, it was pretty warm in the daytime. It cooled down good at night, but that was, you know, the last week in October. So I'll probably wait until the first week in November. We'll see how that goes. It's been trying to rain all day. It's supposed to get rain today after 2 o'clock, so we'll see. And it's looks like it's about 10:30 now in the morning on Tuesday. So yeah, like I said on the last video, I'm going to sell the truck. I'll at least try to. There's a lot of people up here that need water trucks. That, you know, they have to haul their water and all that. So that'd be a good truck for doing that. It's not pretty, but it's good and stout. You know, it's got 4 airbags on it all the way around, and big heavy-duty cooling system on it. The radiator's heavy-duty, and then it's got the big double fans on it, on a thermostat. So, you know, I shouldn't have any trouble with it at all. The only thing is it doesn't have 4-wheel drive, so if it gets to snowing out here, they better make sure you got water first. And that's another thing too. Ryan was telling me, you know, everybody's water freezes, and you know, they try to keep some inside of their whatever they're living in. But you know, I can't put that 50-gallon tank in here in the tent. I wouldn't have any room to move around at all at that point. So, you know, and besides, you know, every winter I always say, well, I'm going to get a wood stove this year. Well, and then something pops up, you know, and I never get one. And Ryan was telling me, he said, you'll be running into town every other day to get propane. Unless you want to lease a tank for, you know, $100 a month or whatever it was. And they'll come out and fill it for you if they can make it, you know. So, yeah, I'm just getting too old for that kind of stuff, you know. 30 years ago, maybe I'd have done it, but I was going to go down to, like I said, go down to Quartzite and hang out down there for a few months. And Ryan said I could come back up here next year in April, so I'm going to do that, I guess. He's going to have the same spot. He's talking about selling everything up here and moving south to Arizona, southern Arizona, Cochise County, I think he said. And he said that's not going to happen for a while, so that's what I'll do. Let's go down there and stay till April and then come back up here. I was going to do the homestead thing, but, you know, and like I said, every time I think I'm going to have a little bit of money to put, you know, like a down payment on some property or something, something pops up. So we get down there, and when I get down to Quartzite, I don't have any rent money or rent payments, and you know, I'll be able to save some money and come back up here. Maybe I'll find something then. At some point, though, I've got to do the homestead thing. Just moving around is okay. I never have liked moving. I don't like packing and, you know, trying to find spaces for this and a spot for that. And, you know, and with the Suburban, I'm going to have to put the solar panels on the inside. You know, the big one I have, the 48 volt I have, it stays in the trailer. But it's heavy enough it doesn't get blown around or anything. So, but the other ones, they're 400 watts, 100 watts a piece. I'm going to have to put them in the back of the new truck and stack them. So, you know, I'll have to put insulation pads under them so they don't bounce around and break and all that. So that's not a big deal. I got a bunch of blankets for that. So, and then I'm hauling that third seat around. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it takes up a whole lot of room in the back. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might stop at my daughter's house on the way down and see if she'll let me put it in the garage for a while. So either that or I'll have to rent some little old spot somewhere, you know, storage shed or something, and store it. It's too big to try to set it up. Well, it goes in as a third seat anyway. So, but you know, and I could use it for sitting around. You know, if windy days or something, I can use it for sitting around in there. But and you know, I'm sitting like this all the time. So eventually, I want to build it out. You know, put some cubby holes and little cabinets and things in. I'm looking at a 6-inch memory foam from Wally World. I got one for like $69, and I think that's a pretty good deal. So I'm going to end up getting that, I think, before I leave, or just in case. I'm not going to try to make it all the way down this time. Last time I was up and I went down there, I spent the night in a motel in Mesa. Well, it was a nice break. I was able to, you know, take a nice long hot shower, and I didn't have to worry about using up all the water and all that. So I'll probably do that again. Manager there didn't particularly care for me parking the trailer in there, but you know, well, too bad. You know, it's me in the trailer, or you'll have to find somebody else to rent the room. You know. And there's a rat problem up here. Everybody's got rats and mice. The new truck had some. I got some rat poison in there, but they ate it up like candy, and they're slowly going away. I had a bunch of them in there at first. You know, they reproduce like crazy, so you know, you gotta kill the mom and dad and the babies too. So and like I said, they're going away, but the truck, the Ford truck's sitting out there with them. And, you know, I try to keep the hood up on it all the time. The window blow it closed every now and then, but, excuse me. So anyway, I went out there early in the morning, the other morning. The hood was up and I kind of snuck up on it, you know. Caught one sleeping in the intake manifold. Woof! Man, he jumped straight up in the air and took off. Boy. Squirted him with some parts cleaner on the way out, and he didn't like that at all, so I haven't seen him back. So yeah, at least he's not sleeping there anymore. And back on the Quartzite thing, go get gas and propane and all that's like 9 or 10 miles away. It's just a 20-mile trip, you know. Quartzite, was 4 miles where I was at La Posta South. That's where I'll be going again, by the way. It was only like 4 miles, so you know, I could run down there on just a little bit of gas and get gas for the truck and gas for the generator and the propane all in one shot down there, and then come back. It only took me like 30 minutes or so. You know, so I think it's just going to be a better deal for right now. And a couple of people wanting to know if I'm going to be down there again this year, and so yeah, Jeff, I'm going to be down there, and John, yeah, I'll be down there. I'm hoping I'll get my spot back. Nobody got it. by the time I get there. They didn't get it at the last of October last year, so it might be free again. We'll see. It's right behind the Ranger host site. I like it right there. It's rock lined in the front, so people think that it's blocked off, and you know, and they don't come back in there. You know, I invite people in, and you know, and they'll come in past that line of rocks, but nobody else does. So we got plenty of room. I don't have to worry about somebody parking on top of me most of the time. So I guess that's it. That's just, I'm just doing an update. Let everybody know that I'm still kicking, of course.